Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert Adam Duran answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
All right, Adam.
Hello, Jamie.
All right, I'm excited about this week's topic, local SEO in 10.
That's right. It's going to be exciting.
Everyone is talking about COVID, but you have nothing to talk about with that today, which is great because no one needs to dwell on that. Let's talk about something else.
Okay, today I wanted to talk about the Google's ranking secret weapon. So the secret weapon I want to give our listeners today will help them increase their ranking within Google, and that will lead to more business. Okay?
Yeah, that's who doesn't want more business, especially as most businesses are transitioning to online.
Yeah, I mean, in these times, forgetting about online marketing, that's pretty much the highest ROI of any advertising that we can imagine nowadays. So getting higher rankings for your business should be one of your main priorities. So today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about first, in local business, we all know about the Google 3-pack. That's that list of 3 results that come up when someone searches for a service. So we used to think, or many people think, that is a mystery, how we get in there. How do we get in there? So one way that Google determines whether it's going to be putting your business in that list of 3 top businesses is authority. So authority means how much of an authority are you in your service that you provide. So an easy way to check your site and against your competitors in your area is how many pages are on your site. So if you have a simple 6-page website and your competitor has a website with 250 pages, we can see pretty quickly which one is the authority and which one Google will give higher rankings to.
So it's about quantity instead of quality.
It's a mix of both. Okay, so first thing is quantity, meaning how many pages we have on our site. So a good way to check that, we'll put it in the show notes, is type in a Google search bar, site, and then your URL, your website address.
That is useful.
When you do that, when you do that, you can see how many pages of your website that Google has indexed, how many that they've deemed worthy of people's eyes. And if you do that, you might want to check your competitors. So when you do, and you see, I mean, we have clients who have thousands of pages, but in their niche, their competitors have tens of thousands of pages. And when you have if you're a local business and you have 200 pages, you're going to be most likely one of the strongest businesses in your area. And that does translate into higher rankings. So
I thought, though, if you have a website and then you have other websites that link back to you, say like you did a press release and it got picked up by 100 different web sources, then that helps. Oh,
that's one of the things, too. There's about 200 plus different things that we want to take care of when we're talking about ranking a business. But one of the things that I want to make very clear is content. In the old days, people would have a blog. And what you said earlier, you asked, does the quality matter? So if I have a blog, say I have, a window washing business, and then I'm just writing in my blog about my day. Hey, today I went to Starbucks and got a coffee, and then, I made sure to cover my mouth and not touch my face. That kind of stuff is not good content. So going back to that example, what does Google think is good content? We think Google uses something called LSI. It's called latent semantic indexing. And what that is, it's a program that basically you have your keyword, whatever you're an authority on. So back to window washing. So we can put in the keywords window washing into an LSI generating engine. And what that will do is spit out a bunch of words that Google associates with those keywords. So that will give us a guideline of those keywords we want to have in an article. Google is just an algorithm, so what it's going to do is compare your main keywords to your supporting keywords. Do you have a good ratio of those in there? That means Google is going to think, this is an article that is authority building. So when we're writing an article about window washing or personal injury or family law, there's going to be some specific keywords that we want to have involved in those articles.
Okay, I got it. I know what to do. So you need to have a room full of monkeys, like we just saw in Thailand, and then put them in front of a computer screen, have them type for 6 hours straight, and then put in those keywords, and then we'll be number one on Google.
And weirdly, people have done that. So they've shown that this. So smart. They've shown that they've used Latin words, the filler words, and then filled them with LSI and gotten ranked number one. Google, of course, if you broadcast this, hey, we're doing that, you can quickly find everything you've ever touched on Google or on the internet quickly de-indexed.
All right, so I have to go get the URL monkey SEO right now.
Okay. Well, and then before you do that, the other thing is when you're writing these articles, another thing that Google takes into account is the time spent on your site. So when you're creating this content, we want to have videos that support that content. You want to have some kind of graphic that supports that content. You want to have the layout of the page done in a eye-catching way. Also, you want to have some good content. So all of those things work together to keep the person on the site. So Google keeps track of that. And then also it helps build your authority because it's going to be full of those LSI keywords. So all of that helps with the ranking of your page, your business within Google. I know it's not one secret weapon, but it is the secret weapon. Make sure your business is meaningful and you will see a significant rise in your rankings in Google.
How do you find the LSI keywords?
So you can go to Google and type in LSI generator, and you will go to there's a bunch of generator websites that'll help you. You type in your words, and then they'll spit out the keywords or the words that Google is expecting. Pretty easy. We'll put it in the show notes. When we are generating content for our clients, this is part of the things that a couple of the things that we do for authority building articles is definitely that way.
And I'm sure podcasts count for that, right?
Yeah, anything that you can build content on your site. In a previous podcast, we talked about schema. We want to mark up every article, every page on our website, so that way Google knows what it's about. It's just if you don't know what schema is, go back in a previous episode, take a quick listen. That will also help. And it's everything that we do adds time, but it also adds authority. So when we're doing it correctly, we get indexed, and then our client sites rise in the rankings.
So to recap, we want to go to site:solarharmonics.com or yourbusiness.com.
Sure.
And then see where we are at, and then also Google LSI generator for the keywords, and then that gives us a place to start.
Yeah, and get writing. So start by writing as many articles about your industry as possible, because one of the ways that Google recognizes you as an authority is number of pages.
Nice.
Number of quality pages too. Okay.
Yeah, and I bet you could assemble those pages together and make a nice ebook at some point.
There's a lot of stuff you can do with that content, and definitely you want to start doing it on your site, and then in an upcoming episode we'll talk about how to put it onto another site. So we want to make sure that we're creating quality content or paying somebody to do that. And you can tell if you're not doing this, you can easily check to see if your competition is. And that is always an eye opener for our prospective clients. Because when we're doing an analysis of what they're doing now, we always include a few of their competitors, because that always knocks their socks off.
That sounds great. Sounds very useful, and definitely is going to be some good fun during this COVID time to check all this out. So appreciate the great information. Anything else you want to leave us with?
Nope, that's it. We're under 10 minutes. Woo!
Nice. All right. Make sure to review, rank, and refer this website to any business owners you know. Website, podcast, anyone you know. I'm excited about talking about websites and blogs. So definitely refer us out, and you'll help everyone that you know in business become a better business.
All right. Thanks, everybody. If you have a question for an upcoming episode, feel free to message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10. You can also drop us an email, or actually just stick with our Facebook page. That's the best way to do it.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.